Yo, I think we are live.
You.
Strutting
Hello.
on in. A few minutes late as always. Welcome.
Fashionably late.
Exactly.
Per usual. I mean, you guys kind of expect it from us now.
Yeah, like we've said it before. It's a given.
No, so I've
Well,
been
last
working,
week, we were like...
That was like a miracle because we were on time for like the first time ever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, so since I've been working from home, I've still managed to be late for work because I either slept in or didn't notice the time and I'm like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be working. My bad. But yeah, so I do want to thank you guys for joining us. Thanks, Matt and Miss Girl, for being in the chat. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, so this is issue 53, the one about ComicGories.
Yes.
We're really excited.
To go over the recap.
Yeah, to get into this. I mean, I've said it many times before. It's such an awesome concept
Perry
for...
was in the chat. Oh, he might have been lurking. It's Perry though.
Yeah, he's lurking.
I almost accidentally hopped on his stream last night because I hit the link, not knowing what to expect. And then I'm like, oh, wait, no, don't go live right now. I'm like, and I panicked and then I exited out of it because I was like, I
on
debated.
Your phone.
Yeah.
On the mobile.
Yeah, because I was on my phone and I saw the link and it was just like, oh, hey. You know, like when you see something shiny. It was like that. So, yeah. And then when it almost loaded and then I hurried and backed out of it because I panicked and wasn't ready for it. But yeah, so that almost happened. If you were wondering, Perry.
Hey Gabe, Kachung, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, I think Kachung said
Sophia's thinking, banana bread. Ooh, banana bread is so good.
I haven't had that in so long.
Mm-hmm. It's really good. So zucchini bread. Oh, love zucchini bread. It's so good.
I think I've had that before.
We did get your AOK out today too, by the way. So you guys should be getting that here soon. We did it medium box flat rate, so it should just take a couple of days. But yeah, the lady, I was like trying to just see if it would fit in an envelope, but it was just a little too big. And she's like, oh, it'll fit in this box. And so I'm like, okay, let's put it in the box. And then I'm writing the address on the tag thingy, and she just like already had it taped up. And I'm like, well, aren't you going to put padding? But they are in Gemini mailer, so they should still get to you safe. They should still get there safe.
Yeah, they should.
But yeah, before I cut him off earlier, I am really excited to go over the ComicGories.
Oh, yeah.
The ComicGory recap. I took notes. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just so mean.
No, I mean, I've said it many times before. It's such an awesome idea and concept for, for like a comic game show on YouTube, and
it really is.
And I honestly believe it has potential to get pretty big, you know. I mean it's...
Hey dudes, everyone is always welcome to join. Next time, Perry. Next time I won't panic. I'll just hit the link and pop on. Right.
And I actually do want to mention this. I haven't even told you this yet because I came up with it last second and I had to write it down to make sure I remember to say it. So how there's going to be like the couple like the couples matchup, you know? I don't know. I don't think this has been a ComicGory before, but couple covers.
That would be a good one.
So Batman, Catwoman covers, Green Arrow, Black Canary, you know?
Yeah, that would be a good ComicGory.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think I've seen him do that one. Have you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. You could do couples. That would be a good one. That would be fun.
Couple covers.
Because there's a lot of good ones. There's like the Star Wars, and there's...
It's funny you say that, because the cover we have out there, that's what I was looking at when it came to me. Yeah.
And there's Black Canary and Green Arrow, and Catwoman and Batman, and that could be a good one. You see, and part of this haul is also from Wednesday when we had the day off. But this is just like the recent haul, so we didn't really get all of these today. Our LCS has still been having a sale because of the pandemic and everything that's going on. So we've still been going out there. Hey, NYC, thanks for joining us. So so Wednesday we both had the day off, and they're having a sale where it's like back issues 20% off or something. So we didn't get all of this in one trip. It is 2 trips worth, but...
Well, yeah, I mean,
Hey, JP.
it pretty much turns our whole, we said it before, where it turns most of our LCS into a dollar bin.
It does.
And then even on top of that, our hold discount, even on top of that.
Mm-hmm. I haven't been reading too much though. I did last night. I read book 2 of Batman Damned.
Yeah.
And that's about the only thing that I've recently read besides Magic Order when I reread the trade paperback. But Batman Damned is really good. I'm on to the last book, and I'll probably finish it tonight. I was going to finish it this morning with my coffee, but then we rushed out to try and make it in enough time to be on Sean's show, on Stay Puft Show, but we didn't make it in time.
No, yeah, I swear, did he go on earlier? Or?
He might have. I thought he usually goes on 2 at our time, but he went on at like 1 our time, and we didn't leave till like 1, but next time.
Yeah.
Do you have to know someone to get to play or something? No.
He's just being grown.
We need to renew our membership with Xbox at this point.
Yeah, that we do.
Yeah. That part we forgot to do, so we got to do that before we can play.
I mean, it's crazy how it snuck up on me, because I usually have like a year or 2 years out on my gold. What the hell is it even called? Like Xbox Gold or whatever.
We bought it for a year out last
time.
Yeah, this last time. So we'll probably buy it for another year out because it's just so much easier.
Yeah, I always do it in the year increments. I mean, because you actually save a little bit doing it that way.
Indeed.
I'm never organized enough for comic shows. You're preaching to the choir.
No, yeah. So we have a plan, and it's a matter of time, because our storage. I was filing the rest of the books, trying to get prepped for eventually being on ComicGories, and I realized we only have 2 short boxes that are empty, that aren't going to be empty once we get the 3 stacks of books filed. That it's driving our OCD wild too, to have like 2 different types of shelving. So what we want to do and are now planning on doing is getting the cardboard comic drawers.
Yeah.
Where they're the thicker board and they're stackable. So we're just going to do like 7 or 8 long and then like 4 or 5 high. And then that way it's future proofing for when we continue to have our collection,
for the collection
growing.
To keep growing. And
because so we're planning on getting about like 28 of those, but it sets us back a little bit, a prettier penny.
Yeah. So it is the more pricier option, but I think it's definitely the better way of going about it, because
we like get more space for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it future proofs the expansion of the collection, and then it also, obviously we're in an apartment. We don't have to optimize the space we do have, we have to build up. Exactly. As well as out. So
we're already in a 2-bedroom apartment, and we like literally have no space anywhere to put stuff. So I'm super excited to get the comic books drawers, but it's gonna be a while out. Like it's probably gonna be at least 2 to 3 months out.
Well, yeah, because I mean we're probably gonna be buying them because we saw I can't remember where he even was now, but. A shop, an online retailer or shop that was selling them in.
Hey Russ, good to see you.
Hey Russ, what's going on, bro?
Thanks for joining us.
But they were selling them in increments of like 5, so I think we're kind of gonna get like 5 at a time.
Either 5 at a time or 10 at a time, but
or 2, if it's
gonna take some time before we get them all together. But enough about all that stuff.
Yeah, there's someone who mentioned with that too, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a matter of time, because like it's a little more pricey than we want it to be. So we were even debating if there's something in the collection that we can let go of, but
yeah, we were like kind of like starting to toss around ideas of some moves we can make to kind of get it going, and
but it's a matter of time. Once if we do find something to sell, we'll post it. If not, we'll just save up money and geek responsibly to one of the weeks we won't go to the comic book store, and we'll use the money that we would have used for the order and stuff like that. So there's a will, there's a way. It's just a matter of time. But anywho, Oh, so the cost of it is for like 5 drawers. It's like $62. For 10, it's like $120.
But you're getting
the housing.
Yeah, you're getting the housing and the box.
Mm-hmm.
There was some online places where I was seeing it where it was just the housing. It wasn't the boxes for a lot of them too.
It's like, what's the thickness on it? Is it like 3 or?
It says they're okay. So the way I understood it, so the housing is twice as thick. So so those ones are like double walled.
Mm-hmm.
The housing, and then the box that goes in it. You can do short or long too. So so if you do want to do short, long, we're gonna do them short for sure.
Yeah, but we've seen one of the local comic book stores has them in the back, and we've seen how they stack and how they're easy to pull out and stuff. So we're thinking we're gonna go that route. It's just a matter of time.
And you can tell.
Hey Ross, hey Rod, thanks for joining us.
And you could tell like they've had them back there for a while too, and they're holding up. You know it.
Yeah.
So I was going to start with from the Wednesday one since we didn't show that one.
That's what I was going to start with too. So we've started collecting the Strange Tales, Cloak and Dagger, and Doctor Strange. We're able to pick up 2 and 10. Actually, more than 2 and 10. So wait, no, here's 2.
I forgot about some of these
that we were able to pick up on that one. So I'm super excited to get this whole run because I really want to read it. And so we found 2, 4. And 10. And I think there's only about 12 of them, if I remember right. I'm super stoked for this series of Strange Tales. So we found 3 more on that one, and 2 of them were from Wednesday, 1 of them was from today. But Black Cat and Dagger, see, like I'm super stoked for this as soon as we get them all.
Yeah, I knew girl would like that. Doctor Strange, you have my attention.
Right? He's one of the best.
Yeah, I love Doctor Strange. I'm that's actually what I was going to say. A thing I've been doing recently, I did start writing the blog article, the review on the Books of Doom that I recently read.
Yes.
And Matt, the boy who had 7, he recently read it as well, and we were talking a little bit about it. And
that's when you're telling me I have to read. Didn't it make you emotional?
Yeah, I mean it's it's really the I don't want to say the first comic. I mean because I've read other stories that have kind of like I don't think I've ever.
Rod is always everywhere. What are you talking about, Carol?
Right?
Rod is always everywhere. He's everywhere. You can't miss him.
I mean
he's great.
As far as
he's super great, and I can't wait to be on the show with him sometime.
Oh yeah, the Shadow one.
Yeah, Shadow. I'm excited for that.
Did we set a date on that? Wasn't it like?
I don't know. You talk, maybe.
I can't remember. I know. Yeah, so much has been going on.
Yeah, you were talking about.
But no, yeah. Speaking of Doctor Strange and stuff, I was able to find a trade that collects the kind of
collection.
I don't think it's like an actual sequel to it, but it's definitely like a good follow-up story to it. The Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom Triumph and Torment. Because it's just like Books of Doom. It's a rare trade that they haven't really reprinted. So, like the one I got, it was definitely overcover. Yes. It's crazy when you see trades do that. Sometimes because even trades spike sometimes. But
yeah, so it's definitely one I need to read that I'll get around to.
Yeah. Oh, but that's what I was gonna say. I might reread it as I'm writing this review too.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Was that the only one I got that day?
Yes.
Yeah, so working on my Spawn full collection again. There's 24. That
was the only one you got because you didn't go to the Spawn section till the end.
Till the end, yeah.
And then you were already at our budget, and it was like, next time. And I was really surprised because I thought you would have just gone straight to Spawn, and you didn't.
When we go to that store, that comic shop, I usually do, yeah.
Usually. I got a lot of Green Arrows, like a lot.
This one.
I felt a rush.
This one I definitely have to show. I posted this with my one recently. So this was a nice consolation to...
ASM.
Yeah, so it's the Marvel Milestone edition representing the first appearance of the Punisher. It even says in the corner, it's got an old school Marvel logo, Marvel facsimile edition. I don't know what year this was reprinted.
But it was printed.
I kind of.
All I know is we're gonna keep that forever, I'm sure. But
it was 1992.
Yeah. All I know is we're gonna upgrade to the real one eventually, and no matter, someday has to come eventually. And if we geek responsibly and we plan it out, just gotta have a little faith. We'll own that book again.
Yeah,
we'll own it again. Because
the way I look at it, I never thought I would own that book in a million years, and we did, so.
Well, I never thought I'd meet someone like you and fall in love, and then okay, we are 7 years later.
I never thought I'd meet someone like you. I never thought I'd get married.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because that's it. It's we had our 7-year anniversary on
the 6th.
6th, yeah, on Monday, yeah. So then we were going to do a live show then, and then we didn't. But yeah, we've been together over 7 years now, and I can't believe it. And it's just like I love it so much that we've been together 7 years, and we've been married
3 years, right? In August?
August will be 3 years married.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
That time has flown by, the 3 years.
It's kind of, you just gotta have a little faith, because I know we'll get it again. Some things may seem impossible, but then again, our paths crossed, and I swear our love was written in the sky. Like, for how many cosmic things occur.
It's insane.
We're just like, I never really believed in like soulmates, and then I met you.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, same here.
Yeah, we'll get that book again someday. It's just in a matter of time.
Yeah, I saw.
Thank you.
A girl say yeah, I remember we were watching that stream when Barbarian Kung Fu sent him some of the books of Doom.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the only time I've ever seen those single issues of books of Doom.
Yeah.
I've never seen any. I mean, I'm sure there's people in the community that probably have them, but
that's super awesome.
I've never seen anyone with them, and they're pretty hard to find.
Someday has to come eventually. Like,
exactly.
It'll work out in time when the time is right. Because sometimes things like that are cosmic, and sometimes you're not ready for it when you think you are,
mm-hmm.
and then when you least expect it. It's like Doctor Who. You always took me where you never took me where I wanted to go, but I always took you where you needed to go. Yeah. See. And needing to be and wanting to be sometimes don't always time up, but eventually it'll get there.
Oh, girl said it took them a long time to track them all down. Oh, so it was all of them too? But for some reason I thought it was like a few of them. Damn, that's they're hard to find. It's so good.
Yes, agreed. It's definite.
So this one was awesome. Even Greg, at the owner of the shop, was kind of telling me about this a little bit, how it came from a Wizard in '98.
Yes.
So it's Deadpool number 0.
Number 0.
Wizard exclusive edition.
There.
I know.
That's good.
There we go.
There.
So, and it technically fits in with his first ongoings, like the Joe Kelly stuff.
Yes. And I mean, like, I got a bunch of Green Arrow.
And I love this. It's featuring the lamest dead people in the Marvel Universe. It's got like Bucky, Wizard, like.
And so this is like all Green Arrow for my Green Arrow run. That I think now at Black Cats and Bolts, I have all of the ones that they do have. I think it's getting to the point where the ones that they have are the ones that I already have.
Mm-hmm.
But I was able to get more for my Green Arrow. I got 48 from my grill. So I got 48 or 49.
I think I saw it. Oh, all right, Super Russ. Thank you so much for hanging out, bro. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend and stay safe.
Yes, you as well. I hope you have a good day. Be safe. Stay out of trouble. And then I also found 51.
You're killing it on that run.
I really am. I'm so stoked for these.
You haven't started reading it, right?
No, not yet. I do plan on reading it all, but 53. I actually started reading the 4-issue mini of his.
Oh yeah,
that one I've read, and it's good. I love it. I think that Green Arrow is underrated, and I love Oliver Queen, and it's like Com King of tagged and posted on Instagram a flash book where it has Oliver Queen as the first person he ever killed, and his remorse. And so I do definitely want to watch more on that because I love Green Arrow. Where I see, and then here's 53. And just these art covers are so beautiful. Like I love how they're done.
And honestly, I think Mike Grell's pretty underrated as well.
I think so too. And look at how nice his signature is down at the bottom there.
I've always loved Grell's signature. Yeah.
Yeah. See, so this one's 62.
I love that cover. That one's pretty dope.
This is one I really love. This is 71, and it's got the panther up in the tree. It's got a big cat.
I don't remember seeing that one.
And I'm a huge cat person, and I love this cover.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that one. That one's crazy.
Yeah, that one's good. I'm just showing all my books and.
Well, no, because you're going off on the when it's like a chunk of a run and stuff like that. It's I let you go ahead. Yo, Mind Shift.
Hey, Mind Shift. Comics
Hope you're having a good weekend, bro.
Good to see you, Kurt. And Green Arrow 72.
I love like the color palettes. Grell uses a lot too.
Now this one, these are all from the same. Well, not that one. These two are from the same run, but it's a different artist on the cover, and you can definitely tell it's a completely different artist. But this is from the same run. I found 93. And then also 100. Green Arrow, Where Angels Fear to Tread.
That's crazy.
I love this cover.
Based off just that cover, that book sounds interesting. Like, it makes me really want to read it.
I could have used it for a shiny cover.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I couldn't have because I didn't have it yet.
Well.
But, hey, if there's ever a use of a shiny cover, I got one. It goes shimmer.
It goes shimmer?
Yeah. So I found this one today. And then the last Green Arrow one I found, I had to get because it was one-shot number 1. So it's not the number 1 of the ongoing, but it's a one-shot number 1 of Rebirth. And I love that cover. So I killed it on my Green Arrow stack I found a bunch of Oliver Queen.
Yo.
Happy Saturday. Hey, Master Don.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Oh, Purgatory Paul's book review. Thanks for joining us and hanging out.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, I don't think it's...
that one's such a cool cover.
Yeah, I've been looking for this cover for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, really random how I came across that. But Deadpool 51, of course, the parody cover of Tech 38. Gotta hold that glare again.
Maybe I need to move the lamp a little bit.
No, I just need to pay more attention.
You pay plenty of attention. You pay more attention than I do. I swear, I really need to learn how to listen.
See, and I thought this was, at first, like the first appearance of Kid Deadpool, but I guess he first appeared like right before. I think it might have been like the image right before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a cameo and this is like full, or if that was his full and this is just second. I can't really remember, but
see, because it's like we still have one empty box for DC books, but we're like full on more Marvel books. We have so many more Marvel books than we do DC books that it's like maybe we should slow down on our back buying and just spend money on the boxes. I agree. So we might take a halt and not buy any new books and then just get the housing ones.
I mean, at least get halfway there,
Yeah.
At least get 10, 15.
Hey, Live for Two YouTubers. Thanks for joining us, Sharon. Good to see you.
Yo,
excited
Sharon.
To see your show tonight with Rod. So if you guys don't know, there's going to be Isle of... I forgot God, I love.
Oh, I know.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think. What is it?
Well, yeah.
It's like on the tip of my tongue. Isle of Gratitude. Gratitude.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Haha.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Thank you. It's actually his shirt. I stole it. It's the Van Gogh Batman. It is his shirt. I stole it once a long time ago. We were a lot of the same clothes. I stole a lot of his clothes.
I think my grandma got me that for like Christmas or something, wasn't it?
No,
or birthday.
It was Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was Father's Day. And she gave it to you like a weekend early. You're like, what is this for? And she's like, oh, it's for this. And then you're like, that's not till next week. And I was like, oh, well, here it is anyway.
I think she probably saw it when she was
really
out
cool
somewhere.
One, see, because he got his like bat signal, and then he got his cape.
Yeah, and it's that Van Gogh like Starry Night.
I love it. I steal it all the time. I steal a lot of his clothes. I even steal his pants because his pants are more comfortable than mine, and they have real pockets. Like men's skinny jeans is what I like to wear because they got like I can fit my whole hand in my pocket.
I know. I don't know why they make junior. Like girls or juniors or women's, a lot of women's pants like that, where they're like
got no pockets,
like fake pockets. Yeah,
it's because they expect us to carry purses, and I don't like purses too much either.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, because Garel said something about like you're making him want to read Green Arrow, and Mastodon said exactly what I was gonna say. Definitely start with Longbow.
See, yeah, Longbow Hunters I've read. I loved Longbow Hunters. It was really good. I really enjoyed reading those. And I feel like he's underrated because I've also read his 4-issue mini.
And he does have, he does have an awesome backstory. He's, I don't know. I agree. I think he is underrated.
That's the thing with my favorite DC heroes is like, I like Marvel and I like DC and I can't choose one over the other. Mm. But some of my favorite characters are DC. But if you think about it, they're the ones that don't have superpowers like Superman and Wonder Woman. It's Ollie who just has a bunch of money and skills. Batman has a bunch of money and skills. And Catwoman just steals everything.
It's the best cat burglar.
I love Selena Kyle. She's my favorite.
Oh God! Speaking of which, I mean, I'm a big Catwoman fan too.
Yeah, the rest of these are except for this one. No, this one actually.
Well,
these ones are Catwoman books. But
I mean, what I was gonna say is, I was actually gonna. JP was in the chat earlier. I was actually going to send him a picture of that statue I found online because JP is obviously a big Catwoman fan too.
It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I wish we had enough money for it, but at the same time, I don't know where we put it. But oh my God, it is glorious.
Honestly,
so beautiful.
I'm going to try and make it happen. But because honestly, that statue looks like it should be priced way more than what it is.
It's her first appearance outfit, the green and purple one, and it's really good. We'll have to post it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I'll post on Instagram. I'm trying to remember. I think it's like the Tweeterhead one or something. I think is what they're calling it. But yeah, it's the Golden Age outfit.
Yeah. See, but no, I just remembered I did find one other Green Arrow book today, but it's not necessarily Green Arrow. It's actually Batman, but it's the Best of the Brave and the Bold, starring Batman and Green Arrow. And so this is one that he found today, last minute, before we were getting ready to go, when we were like kind of tallying up our budget. And so I'm super stoked for this one because it's like the Best of Green Arrow and Batman, Brave and the Bold.
Yeah,
and it's representing a classic tale by Neil Adams and Bob Haney. Yeah, so I'm super stoked for this one. I'll probably give this one a read here within the next couple days. It'll probably go in my to-read stack out in the living room.
Yeah, and it says how there's it's one of 6. So
yeah, I'll just have to find the other 6 now.
All right, speaking of needing to find something, I think there's one more of these we need to find.
I think there is like one. I found one today, but then I looked it up and we already have it.
Or one of this.
This story arc. Okay. Which I can't wait to read because I've heard good things about it.
So ASM, Round Robin, The Sidekick's Revenge.
Are cats notorious for stealing stuff?
Yeah, I've always wondered that. Why they call them cat burglars.
I've seen videos on like Facebook and Instagram where it's like this, or maybe it was even on the news. There's this neighborhood cat that likes to go and steal things, and she'll like bring things back home, and it's like little stuffed animals and things like that. She just finds out, and some cats do. I swear cats know they're cats, and they're adorable.
They're smart.
Almost finished with season 1, going to crazy because Firestorm is my favorite DC character and lost my shit when he appeared. Right?
Yeah, Firestorm. Yeah. I swear, I thought I was like the only like pretty like big Firestorm fan in the community. This is a recent one that we got. I still need the number 1. So here's 3, the first appearance of Killer Frost.
That is a nice cover.
I actually almost got issue 2.
Yeah.
That it's an awesome cover with him and Superman. And then issue 1 is the one that I really need to find, and I think that's his first.
Oh,
is that it?
There goes Matt teaching us. Cat burglar comes from the skills a burglar would use to sneak into a building like a cat. I like it.
I figured it was something like that.
I love that old saying, "Curiosity killed the cat." I can't talk today. I really can't. I had heard it for years that curiosity killed the cat, but then I had recently heard that it was curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back.
Yeah. And
I love that, because then it's like, haha, you never know if you don't try, and you never know if you don't do, so you just got to have faith and do it, and then you know.
All right, so there's 355.
There's a little poetry there. If it's even poetry or sayings or quotes, life things. Yeah. Mottos.
Yeah, mottos. There's another word that I'm trying to think of it. 3. Okay, so here's 357. This is part 5 of 6.
Yes, so we did find some of those.
And I think the only one we need then is 356. I think is the one we need. Because we had one already in our collection, and it was the last one, I think.
It was, yeah.
And I really want to read it. I mean, Spider-Man, Punisher, Nova, plus Darkhawk and Moon Knight.
Yeah, she's heard it before. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. Love it. Love it.
Gretzky.
Hey, Gretzky. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us and tuning in to our madness.
This one
We got issues, guys. We got issues. Bear with us.
Yep, we
might need psychology.
We all work through our issues one panel at a time here.
One panel at a time.
This was a cover by, obviously, immediately knew it was my guy, Delato.
Yes, that is a beautiful cover, too.
I mean, I always was pretty self-aware that I was a big Delato fan, but then when I realized how many Delato like slabs and stuff we have, I'm like, I guess I was a bigger fan of him than I thought.
You have a lot. You have a lot of books.
I love Delato.
This one, I will probably post next time Sean gets me for a floating head.
Oh, this next one?
Yeah, this next one's a really good one. Oh, and you did a good job on hosting, Sharon, by the way, on ComicGories, because we watched it last night, and I took my notes down for the recap that we're going to do here in a little bit. But no, you did good. It was a good show, so we'll get into that in a little bit.
Yeah, when Sharon dropped in, I wanted to mention that too. Yeah. Okay, so here's the book you were talking about.
Yeah, see, this would be a really good floating head cover. That, spoiler, I'm going to do it next time Sean gets me for floating heads cover. Stay Puft. He always gets me for the odd ones, and I'm like, I have never even heard of that tag.
So Avengers 60. I mean, gorgeous cover by, spoiler alert.
John Buscema.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Spoiler alert from when we do our next Creator series.
And it's also the wedding of Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, and Yellow Jacket Hank Pym.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool cover and a really good book.
But yeah, Buscema, John Buscema is, probably my all-time favorite.
Till Death Do Us Part. I love it.
That's a good one.
So I got excited.
Yeah. Kirk said, working on the first 100. Yeah. See, we're both really big Avengers fan, but Me, definitely more so.
You're a big Avengers fan. I like Avengers too, but one of my first appearance books is in Avengers books. Scott Lang.
Yeah, that is in Avengers. Yeah.
Scott Lang. I love Scott Lang. He's one of my favorites.
But like what I was getting at is I had only just really recently really started working on like Avengers, like Volume 1. This one here's 122.
Beautiful cover.
We got Thor with the Avengers Assemble.
Mm-hmm.
With how many times I've seen Endgame, when Cap finally says it, I still cry every damn time.
I know.
That's like the...
and they teased it at first before they actually did it.
At the end of Civil War.
Civil War, yeah. And Black Panther was on the other day on TV, and we watched it, and it was really good.
I know.
We hadn't actually seen it too much, but when it was on TV, we're like, "Oh, is it such a good part?"
No, we had only seen it the one time in the theater.
If you ever really want to cry, there is a video that just pulls on my heartstrings on YouTube. It's the I Still Need You.
Oh.
And it's the name of the song is I Still Need You, but it's a fan-made video where it has all these clips of the Avengers and the Marvel universe.
It pretty much like
it's
pretty much like
so good.
Summaries up the MCU as a whole.
Yeah. And the song that they're singing when they do it, that's playing, and then they have some of the clips in the song from the movies, and it pulls on my heartstrings every time. I'm like, I want to say,
I thought I posted it on our Facebook page, but
I think I might have posted it on Facebook.
I'm trying to think where I can post it, because, like, honestly, this thing has to be. It might even be in our saved videos on our channel. How you can look at like saved videos.
It could be. It's one that definitely hits you in the feels, because it's like just the lyrics to it is like I still need you, and it's like, can't you hear me screaming, please don't leave me? And then it's like Tony Stark from Endgame, and it's like, oh.
And
it may just be a show and stuff, but the emotional... I can't talk today. It may just be a show, but the emotional damage is real. Like, especially even in these stories, too. Like, I go on roller coaster rides for what I go through when we watch shows. And Doctor Who, it's like it pulls on my heartstrings.
It does, yeah.
All of these great worlds.
God, what the hell is this going to even say?
Avengers
146 on this one.
That's a beautiful one too. You got a lot of really good Avenger books.
Yeah, I'm
super
so
underrated Avenger, like Wonder Man. See, I almost said Wonder Woman again. See,
I know. I told you that every time. Yeah.
At least I caught myself this time.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Yeah, Wonder Man. You don't hear about him hardly at all.
Found a Captain America and Punisher mini for my wife last Christmas. That's awesome. That would be a good one. Captain America and Punisher.
All right, this one
that would be really good.
Sure, it's got my dude on it.
A good cry never hurts though sometimes, because sometimes you just gotta let it out and feel the emotions, and it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes you need to.
Yeah.
This is like,
but yeah, that video, I'll try and see.
This one's in Mylar, so the glare's a bit worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then these
we got Dr. Doom.
And then the last 4 that I did pick up was, I had to get this one, because just booty. How does that saying go?
Kirby cover on that one. Huh?
Oh, wait, you still have one more book, my bad.
Oh, yeah, one more Avengers. Here's 172. And this is not the last Avengers we'll show today. Because like I said, I've really been working on this run recently. Yes.
And then these are the last 4 ones are like Catwoman pickups. Well, one of them's Batman. But this one, I had to get. That booty is so nice in this one. I love how she's drawn. And it's the issue. Like, that's just a good cover. Selena Kyle looks so good.
Yeah, this is actually the return of Hawkeye and George Perez cover.
I had to get it when I saw it because it's just like so beautiful. She's in her black suit with her clouds in her whip and
that's such a good cover.
That booty. I wish I had a booty like that. I got a little booty. Someday. Maybe. Just kidding. Anyways. I go off the rails, guys. And then I grabbed number 1. This is on my wallet, and I really love this one. It's New 52. So I had to grab it because it's number 1, and it's Catwoman. And I love this cover. This is definitely a cover buy for me. It's one of my favorite covers.
Yo, Gray Man.
It is definitely one of my favorite covers. And then the variant, it's the Green Lantern variant, issue 44 Catwoman, where she's got all the Green Lantern rings. Which I just love. Love, love. And she's got all the cats up on her shoulder. I love cats. And then the last one is actually Detective Comics, and I posted it on Instagram for my throwdown on Thursday. I love this beautiful cover. It is just glorious. I found it and the price is marked for like $6, and I'm like, I have to get it. The color is just still so good, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's an interesting cover. Like the color palette on it, it's it's different.
It's classic. I love the orange and the yellow. The orange and the yellow. I love blue, yellow, and green together. Actually, no, wait, not green. Blue, yellow, and orange. Yeah. I like those 3 colors together. I don't know why, but I like them. So I had to get this one, and she's in her old outfit, like her original outfit, and I had to.
I love that outfit, and that statue that we were talking about, like the sculpting and paint job they did on that one.
Take care, Mastodon.
Yo, hi Leah.
Have a good rest of your day.
Oh, Sharon asked if we have any cats.
I wish. I have a cat at my mom's that's an indoor-outdoor cat, and I don't want to take him away from what he knows, but I got him back when I was in high school, and I love him so much. He's kidding. I go to my mom's once a week for meds, so I always get to see him. But when we moved into our apartment, they had just barely refurnished it, so we can't have a pet for another year, and then we'll get a cat. And we'll probably name them Kippa or Wade, depending.
I know, yeah,
when we get them.
Yeah, because we've kind of talked about. I think it is a Alan Davis cover.
Yes. Yes, it is an Alan Davis. Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, we have kind of talked like a bunch of different pairings, because like I definitely want a cat first and foremost, but after that, I'm a dog person too.
I'm kind of a dog person, but I like cats more.
Me too.
I follow so many cat pages on Facebook that it's like every time I'm on Facebook, I see at least 5 or 6 photos of cats. But I'm a huge cat person.
I still really want.
If I never met you, I would have just turned into a crazy cat lady, and I'd probably have like 10 cats by now.
I'm sure. But I still really want to get a little Boston Terrier.
That would be cute.
And that would probably be Wade, and then a cat we would name Selena or something.
Because when we got my cat at my mom's is when we got her miniature Pomeranian too, Thor. He was so cute. Yeah, it was a miniature Pomeranian named Thor. My sister had named him because when we got him as a puppy, he had like one black thin line all the way down his back, and she said it just kind of looked like lightning, and so she named him Thor.
Well, and your mom's
adorable.
A pretty big nerd too, though.
Yeah, she is. She raised me. She raised a nerd, for sure.
All right, here we go. More of my guy. Girl's gonna love this stuff too. FF 156. Ooh, yeah. This one was
from today.
Yeah, or today, yeah.
Yeah, these ones are from today.
Yeah, I love this that cover.
I love comic books, guys. They're so fun to collect and buy and read and dive into. And it's just like the creativeness. Like that one post I reshared on Facebook was the creative adult is the child who survived, and I believe it.
I love that.
You got it. It's so cool to read all of these stories and like how there's so much that goes into them.
Mm-hmm. Here's a Fantastic Four 199.
Watch the show for Doom.
What is the?
You're only here for the Doom.
What is the startling secret of the son of Dr. Doom?
I'm totally kidding.
I mean, Dr. Doom has always been one of my favorite characters, but honestly, after reading that Books of Doom, it's like a lock, you know?
That is a great name. My favorite cat name I came up with was Lord Furrybum the Third.
Wait, you did, or are you reading what someone in chat said?
What Grayman said.
Okay, because I was going to say, you never told me.
No, he's my favorite cat name I came up with is Lord Furrybum the Third. That is a great name.
Lord Furrybum the Third.
We kind of have a cat. It's on the front door by the light switch when you walk in. It was Halloween when I was working at Teleperformance and they had decorations up. So it's a little cat that's like sparkly and it's just got like little fangs and it's like a Halloween decoration, and we named him Cade. Yeah, we named him Cade.
Yeah, that one was Cade.
And he's above the light switch on the Catwoman wall out in the living room. So yeah, cats rule, dogs rule.
Oh, Matt. Rule. Yeah, Matt has 4 dogs. Crypto.
Wolfie.
Is that Wolfie?
Bella, Oliver. Oliver and Company. I love the name Oliver for a dog and a cat.
Yeah, Oliver's a good. I
loved Oliver and Company. If you haven't seen that old childhood movie, you need to see it. Oliver and Company is so good. And that's what it just reminded me of. Oliver is a really good name for a pet. Aww. You got a full house, man. 7 kids, 4 dogs.
Right?
3 cats. Serious?
Yeah, I noticed.
I love that name.
Harry Potter, in there.
That's great, Harry Potter.
Yeah, Sirius is a good name for
a new stray named Nana. Oh, you see, my cat at my mom's was a stray too, and he was malnourished when he was a kitten. So he's really skinny, and if he eats too much, it just comes right back up. But when my stepdad had brought him home, if I'm so lucky he had a little bit of white fur in him because my stepdad was really superstitious.
Super superstitious.
So if Smudge would have been all black, my stepdad Dina would have not brought him home. But because he has a little bit of white on his face and on his paws, they had brought him home because he used to do marble. Yeah, like that's what I'm trying to say. Used to install marble countertops. So it was at one of the houses he was working at. He was a stray kitty, and he would always smudge himself between the window and the well to just try and stay warm. And when he was working, the owner of the house was like, "Oh yeah, it's just a stray cat. You can take him if you want." And so one day he came home from work and was like, "Is Jesse upstairs?" And I says, "Yeah, why? What's going on?" He's like, "Stay up there." I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then he came up the stairs and he was holding the cutest little cat. I'm like, I love Smudge. That's my cat story.
Yeah, that's true. Grayman just said, like, cats never really have just the one name,
They really don't.
They really don't.
Because I call him Kitty and Mr. Kitty and Smudge.
Kitty and Smudge. And
he responds to all of them.
Oh, hell, my... when
Your kitty.
When we met, when we met, we both had a cat named that we just called Kitty.
It was so funny. Like, before we got to this point of moving in together, there was a point where we would where I'd still have to go home, and so we'd be sitting out in the car before I'm getting ready to leave, and we'd be like having a cigarette. And there was one time the window was up, and his cat didn't realize that it was up. So we're sitting there talking, and he jumped up to get into the car and just hit the window and fell down. And we were like, "What the hell was that, dude?"
It scared the crap out of me because we were in the car.
Yeah. And this was at night. This was at like 10 o'clock at night. So it's late. So we're just sitting there in the car talking because I'm supposed to be getting home, but we're so addicted to each other we can't stop talking. And then all out of nowhere we hear a thud. And we're like, "What the hell was that?" It was the cat trying to jump into the window because he thought the window was down.
It was down,
when it wasn't. And it was like, Aww.
He did that a couple times, too.
He did.
He wasn't that smart.
He was a little clumsy of a cat, but it's a good thing they got 9 lives.
Remember when he was trying to climb in through the open window from the side mirror?
Yeah.
And he fell off.
Because he was like right on the side of the car. It
had just rained.
Yeah, it was the Santa Fe, and it had just rained.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to go jump from the hood of the car into the window, and he didn't quite make it, but he's still
Yo,
adorable.
Kung Fu.
Barbarian!
What's going on, brother?
Hello as well to Hilaia. I know you shouted him out, but I missed it. I'm on like my brain runs on like 3 tracks at a time.
Only 3?
Yeah. 2 of them are with you on different tracks, but
yeah, that last Fantastic Four was 199. So here's I was stoked on this one. Here's 200.
Yeah. We still got quite a bit to get into with these ones.
Yeah, we're getting to the ComicGories recap here soon.
And my drink is almost gone. I'm gonna need a new drink.
Yeah, Mr. Fantastic in the long-awaited fight to the finish against the power of Dr. Doom. Doom. Yeah, Doom. Oh my God.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom.
This one, okay.
2 hours later.
I had seen this. I don't know if it was like the Key Collector app or something. It was something online. I had seen this 3-issue mini. I totally forgot about it. And
we found 2. We gotta find 1.
Normally we don't get them unless there's all of them there.
Right. But this one we had to.
I think this one is kind of maybe low print or something. I'm not sure, but
knowing you had to get them.
Doom, the Emperor Returns. So there's 1 of 3, and at least they had the first one because the first one is usually the hardest one.
So 1 and 2. So we need to find 3.
Yeah. These are.
Scooby Doo was a good one too.
I know. Every time you do
Scooby
that,
Snacks.
It sounds like it's
Doomy Doo. Yeah, Scooby Doo.
Yeah, because like when you asked me to get you like a Mountain Dew or something.
Yeah.
You
I do always say Doomy Doo. I don't know why. I'm weird.
Yeah, and here's the second one.
Very weird.
The cover on this one.
Scooby Doo is good though, and the Scooby Snacks.
Oh, I used to watch hella Scooby Doo.
Same.
When I was a kid.
Mystery Machine, and the Doom song that Gurr sings on Invader Zim. He's like, "Why are you baking a clock at 4 o'clock in the morning? Because I've lost control of my life, and this just makes sense or something or whatever, like that." I love it. And then Gurr's always just singing the Doom song where he just says Doom, 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 Doom.
Okay,
it's great.
So this next one, I had been, thanks to Key Collector app, I had been looking for it rigorously for the last, I don't know, few months maybe. Especially because our main LCS had started having this title in Quarter Bin.
Yes.
But so here's it's Infinity Inc. 13, and it's
the first published.
It's Todd McFarlane's first work at DC.
First work at so not published, but first work at DC.
I might have to double check it. This is like his first work,
possibly,
and then the next issue after.
I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure the next issue after it, 14, would be his first cover at DC. This is like first work. I think he did maybe all the interiors or some of the interiors, or I don't know. Like I'll have to double check it, but
yeah, we'll double check that later.
And then
we'll let you know next week.
And then I'll show. I think these are the last 2.
Yes, and then we'll go over our ComicGories recap here real quick and then sign out. And I'm gonna make some food because I'm starving.
I'm starving too. Yeah, but we haven't really ate much.
I fasted yesterday for Matt.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Which was the first time I fasted in like 12 years.
I know. I think
it was a really long time. Well, no, let's see, because 30. Holy shit, like 15 years.
Yeah, probably.
How am I going to be 31? When did I get so old?
Oh, yeah, speaking of which,
I need to stop growing. I don't want to grow up no more. I want to be Benjamin Button and go back. Just turn back into a kid.
Hey, Dopia.
Dopia. I'm so excited for you to get your books.
I am too.
Super stoked.
Yeah, we are so thrilled.
See, I just don't know how I'm going to be 31 in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
It's weird. I don't feel 31. I feel like...
Late last night, I had started designing like an ad and a thumbnail and stuff.
I'm getting old, guys.
So it should be Married with Issues 2 weeks from now?
Yes.
Right? Not next week, but the following week.
25th.
Will be your birthday.
Last Saturday of the month, I think. I could be wrong.
Because that is... It might be, actually, because it's the...
Aw, thank you so much, Sharon. So are you. You're incredible. I love seeing like your whole family on there too, with Rena and Cade doing like it's so cool that it's like as a family you guys like all enjoy doing it. Like that's so awesome. It's like me and my mom. My mom's a huge nerd, and so like I'll go over there every Sunday, and we end up getting caught up talking about like Doctor Who and Lucifer and
we really are like a family of them because there's your mom, there's you, there's your sisters.
The only one that isn't as nerdy as the rest of us is Jamie. But Jake and Jill,
the younger sister,
they're Sturgis. We're a pretty nerdy family.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to talk to your older sister's husband about even having him on the show sometime. You know, and
he took me to my first comic shop,
which is our LCS. Yeah, where we go. Yeah,
my brother-in-law.
All right, so for the last two, this is a series we've been shown a lot of recently because we recently kind of fell backwards into starting to collect it.
Yes.
Marvel Team Up 21, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
I can't wait for you guys to get it because like with the Gemini mailers, I managed to fit 12 books in there, but I'm hoping they get to you safe because when I was there, I was like, oh, well, it'd be cheaper if we can fit it in a flat rate envelope. Or box, and she's like, yeah, it would fit in here, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, so then there shouldn't be, I was gonna put padding in it, and it's already in a Gemini mailer, and as I was writing it down, she had like already put it in there and everything, and I'm like, padding, so it's kind of a fail, but I think it's still gonna be okay. I hope.
Yeah, it should be because it's a Gemini inside of that box. Like that's a lot of like box layer.
Yeah, it's just that the Gemini is going to be moving around in the medium thing because, she jumped the gun and packed it before I had the chance to ask her because on the Gemini mailer, I put the address on like a little post-it because I was just going to send it as the mailers, but then I'm like, oh, well, I can do it as medium rate and it'll be a little cheaper and a little better for the budget, but yeah, That's funny. I just read hopefully they get to you guys.
I just read safely. Sharon's comment in her beta.
Wait, what?
Comment got me.
I'll catch you all later.
Yeah.
Yes. Have a great day, Sharon. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out. So yeah, that was the last one. Marvel Team Up 13, Spider-Man and Cap.
She has been watching on her account on the TV while she's making banana bread.
What? Oh.
Dopia.
Dopia. I know that. The banana bread. I haven't had that in so long. It sounds so good.
So then, without further ado, we're kind of coming up on our hour mark.
I know. Yeah. Finally got to get to the ComicGories.
We don't have too many to show, but this is so for the recap of the ComicGories. This is the show that aired on April 2nd of 2020. The next show is going to be April 13th. At 9:30 Eastern, so you definitely want to catch that because it's going to have J-Hood Collective, TJ Slabdragon.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
DS Comics and Captain Comics. So I will probably put an eDoc that day so that I can catch it live because it's going to be a great show. So without further ado, here's some of my notes on our ComicGories recap. It's like my favorite show. I really enjoy looking forward to it every week. And so in the first round, the ComicGory was it was actually going to be Crying cover, but there was a pass.
Right out of the gate.
Yeah, right out of the gate, there was a pass. Oh, and here's a little disclaimer for you guys. When we decided to do the ComicGory recap, we've agreed that what we do is when we rewatch the show, we were not allowed to go searching through our collection. We had to go off memory, and we had to go with the first one we thought of.
Yeah.
So there's a little disclaimer there. Is it was the first one that we thought of after thinking of the ComicGory. And some of them we had the same one where we would have picked the same book, but
which I have a feeling would happen a lot because we think very similar too.
Very, very similar. So yeah, we really did. But yeah, so we didn't get the chance to go like searching through the collection to find the best one. It was like we tested each other and did the first thing that came to mind. So the one that had gotten passed was the crying cover. When you said that one, this is the first one that popped in my mind, because who wouldn't cry at the death of...
This is a good one.
Elektra, this cover here. It's not the actual cover death of Elektra, but it's her gravestone. So this is the one I would have done for a crying cover. And this is the one that was passed. And so I'm like, oh.
And that was your choice. And that was
This was the first one that came to mind when I heard crying cover. I'm like, Elektra, because he's just like down at the thing. So yeah, but what they ended up doing, since that one was a pass, the next one was skeleton cover, where Matt had done a Death of X and Kavi had done Spellbound, and it was kind of a landslide.
Yeah, that was that
to Spellbound, and Kavi ended up winning that round.
Yeah, that's right.
But that's okay, because they were both still really good books. Great covers, definitely good picks. And so then the one that he thought of that he would have done is Nightwing.
I would have to kind of do some selling on that, I think, but
I'd probably have to do some selling on the one that I thought of too. He says so he would have done that one for a skeleton cover, and I would have done Captain America with Red Skull, because he is a skeleton. He's not like a skeleton, but he's a skull. You know, a skull is part of a skeleton. So this is the first one that popped up in my head. And
based just off those two right there, you're like on a roll already.
Yeah, I love watching ComicGories. It's such a great show. If you haven't seen it, you totally need to check it out.
Yeah. And I do have a link to Matt, the boy who had Seven's channel in the description.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I put it in there. It should be in there.
It should be in there. If not, we'll edit it and make sure that it is. The other matchup was John and JP. John had Hush, which was a beautiful cover. And then JP had the Batgirl Josh Middleton. That's so such a close. Good choice, they both knocked it out of the park, had great choices, and I believe it was almost a tie. Yes, it was. Yeah, John won by one vote.
Okay, so because I remember there was a tie on this episode. Remember later on?
Yeah.
And it was the first one I'd ever seen.
I've seen it come close before, but that was the first one. It was like literal tie.
Yeah.
So then hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys. I'm just going over this.
I know. Well, yeah, we kind of ran long on our first segments.
Yeah, on our hauls. This is like a beta test. You know, we're gonna work on getting this a little better next time.
Yeah, because you came up with this idea, you know, as a way to kind of spread the word about this show. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Matt, but you guys don't reuse the same ComicGory, right? Like once you've used one ComicGory, it's out. You don't use it anymore. Or have you ever had a reoccurring ComicGory?
Yeah, or is it like retired, or is that ComicGory like retired?
Yeah. See, so that's my thought of, because oftentimes when I'm watching this show, I'm thinking right off the top of my head the first book that I would have chose, and it's just, you know, so it's like here I get a chance to go over it and spotlight Matt's great show, so it's even better. The second round,
Matt said correct.
Oh yeah, see,
so,
yeah. See, so it's not like we could ever show these on another one, because once they're done, they're done.
Yeah, which makes this, it makes it work even more.
So then the second round was a car cover. And Kavi, of course, being Kavi, knocked it out of the park with the Batman first car of the Batmobile.
Was it the first appearance of the Batmobile or the first cover? I couldn't remember. It's one or the other, or both maybe.
Cover,
I don't know.
It was
could
the first cover appearance.
Okay, that's what you wrote down.
Yep, and it was up against Matt's Action Comics number 1.
Yeah. That it's one of those.
It's actually
silver
the original
reprint.
Yeah, silver reprint, because this is the one Soldier would have picked.
Yeah, look at that. There you go.
Great minds think alike, because you and Matt had the same one in mind. Like,
in a way, yeah. This is
an homage.
An homage of it. Yeah.
See, but it's like, anyway, so this is the one he would have chose. And then I guess maybe me and Kavi just think alike, because I thought of Batman too. This was the first one that I if I had to choose between Batman and Superman, I'm sorry guys, I'd go Batman.
Yeah, you're not really a Superman fan, and I'm a huge one. That's like probably one of the only things we really don't agree on.
Oh, yeah, but here is the Batman car cover I would have done.
You know what one
because it's a sketch variant, and it's got the Batmobile in the back, and it's got Batman. Right this side.
You know what one comes to mind, and I don't know if we have it. I want to say we do, but Mark Brooks was doing those variants to I think it was Detective Comics, and he it was like the blueprint kind of sketches. Remember, it was like there was one of like the Batmobile, one of the Batsuit, one of all his different gadgets on like different issues. So. And it was like a blue background. Yeah. I can't remember if we have the Batmobile one of that one. That one would be a gnarly one. And
John knocked it out of the park and won twice in a row. I can't talk today.
He what?
John knocked it out of the park and won twice in a row. JP had done the Batman Catwoman cover where she's on the cart, and it was a beautiful cover.
Oh, yeah, that was a dope cover.
Gorgeous cover. So beautiful. And then John had done the ASM 125, which was a really good one. But yeah, those were two really good choices as well.
What was the comic story on that one?
Car cover.
Oh yeah, it was still the car.
Yeah, because that was John and JP, and then John was the winner, and then there was Kavi and Matt, and Kavi was the winner with the first cover appearance of the Batmobile.
Okay, that's right.
I'm still really surprised Matt didn't use this pass, but it was still good. It was still good.
Yeah, because Action 1 is a really good pick for that comic book,
which is really funny. For the first one, you have to get into the chair before the timer goes down, or at least show on camera that you have a book in hand.
Yeah, your butt doesn't have to be in the seat. You have to be on screen.
Exactly. But what was funny was Kavi was like showing it to where it was like he had the book.
He had it turned the other way.
He was already showing it. And it was like, oh wait, no, hold on. You gotta wait to show it. So that I thought was hilarious. It was great. I love that. And
yeah, that was funny.
So then moving on to the third round was Rain cover.
Oh yeah.
And this was the devastating one because John surprisingly didn't make it back in enough time.
Oh, it was on this one.
Yeah. So it was the one that got forfeited, and he was gonna do the X-Men book, and Kavi ended up doing the Spider-Man book. Yeah. And then
you could show the ones because that one was
oh, that's what. Okay, yeah, I got confused on my own notes. But no, so then the third round was the Rain cover, and then that was where it was the forfeit. But this is the one that I would have done. I love this Jim Lee variant of Catwoman and Batman to Batman 50.
Dude,
you can't get more Rain than that.
Where did we finally find that? Because that was a cover.
It's a beautiful cover.
Because I remember we found it like in the wild. I didn't have to like get it online or anything.
I think it might have been Black Cats.
It might have been.
And then this is the one that Soldier would have done.
That's
because this is the first one that he thought of because of like the water, the rain. And if I remember right, it's when it has to do it around the time of the Lazarus pit that she goes to Ra's al Ghul's Lazarus pit.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
if I remember right, but yeah, that's the one he would have done. And then
that's the one that immediately came to mind for me. It's I don't know, it's one of my kind of like recent favorite covers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I love that new outfit that Joelle Jones designed.
Yes, and then the fourth round was going to be Lightning, but there was a pass, and so with that pass, this was our honorable mentions. That Lightning, I think the Lightning. This is the first cover that popped in my head, which I think would have knocked it out of the park.
This is a killer one.
I would have done this one for Lightning.
That Battle Lines
variant. It was like the second I heard Lightning, I was like, "Oh, that one! You know, Thor. You gotta think of Thor. Yeah. You know, that's definitely the one I would have done." And then this is the one that
all I do is point.
Yeah, because I was starting to. I was like, "Okay, so which one would you do?" And he's like, "I'm like, oh, that is a good one. I forgot we had this one." And it was Spawn Batman Image Comics, and it's got them in the background with Lightning.
Which that's kind of like not a full blown, not really like kind of a full blown homage, but to the Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Which Frank Miller did, but
it's a really cool cover. So I love being able to go over these because I love ComicGories. It's such a great show to watch.
Yeah, that's another reason why I like this idea that you had, because then it's also a way for us to show.
And if you're not following any of these people, you need to. John's Comics with the Kids.
Yes.
Comic Books NYC. JP Budget Collecting. And of course, The Boy Who Had 7.
I forgot that's what I had to do. I need to put everybody's.
I thought you did. Oh, next time we're going to have everybody's link in below because you guys got to follow these people. If you're not already, really great content, really good shows, so fun to watch. Over the lockup, I have decided to start at Spawn and go until I'm done. Do it. It's like the little spawn on your shoulder. Do it.
I've decided to start as. All right.
It'll be worth it.
I think you'll like it though.
You converted him.
I mean, no, I'm not going to get into that. I get into that every time. I love those Spawn hardcovers.
You really do.
They're so gorgeous.
I love it. And so the fourth round, because the Lightning was a pass, they ended up doing Explosion. And this is one where we thought of the same book.
We did?
Yeah. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So this is the one that we would have done if it was an Explosion cover, which is Return of Wolverine. Wolverine is falling out of the thing that he's in. I don't even know what he's in, but it's like in a spaceship and it's clearly exploding.
Yeah.
And he's like using his claws to stop from falling. But when I heard of Explosion cover, this is the first one that popped in my head. Was this one for sure. It's an explosion.
Girl said I'm on like number 8.
Ooh, yeah, so you'll get there.
Ooh, yeah, you're that's some good ones. I think because like definitely, right there around like
and that one was actually with Kavi and John. And Kavi had done the Captain America number 20 from 1942, which was a beautiful cover. Right. That was a really good Explosion one because it was like in the middle of war.
You know what's funny with him showing that too?
Huh.
Earlier that day,
Explosion and John, one with the glow. Yeah. Because John had ended up doing the Fantastic Four 53, second appearance Black Panther.
Yep.
And it was a great cover. Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, Grayman says Kavi was robbed.
Just.
Right. I mean, no, okay, so remember, earlier that day, this is what was funny with him showing that. Earlier that day, I had seen like a Captain America comics book, and I had kind of like told you and made a note, like that's a goal for
That's like one of Grail's that you.
That's why I worded it just as that's just a goal for our collection. You know, like I wanted a Captain America comics book.
And of course,
so pretty much a Golden Age Cap. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have heard him when he showed that book. He was just straight up.
Oh, I was upset. Oh, you mother!
It was funny.
So sick. It was such a good cover too. Like
yeah, it was freaking hilarious because he's just like, I wasn't expecting that response out of him, but it was great. He's like, oh, I want that. And so then the final round was a 45-second round, and it was Wolf. So for the Wolf, John had done Moon Knight, which was really fair.
That's where my mind was going too.
Yeah, it was exactly where your mind went. And then Kavi had done Wolverine. And the winner of that was John. They were both really good covers. I loved the Wolf cover that John had, where it was, you could just see the eyes and the ears. So that was a really good Wolf cover. And then, of course, it was argued that Wolverine is not a wolf, but still, he's got some similarities. So it's not too far. The apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
No, yeah, he's pretty animalistic.
Yeah. But the last round, this is the one that Soldier would have done with a werewolf on the cover.
Second appearance of Moon Knight.
Yeah, second appearance. And then the one that popped into my head is, of course, one of my favorite artists that I'm collecting the whole run.
Ooh.
This is the one I would have done for a wolf cover because it's just so beautiful.
This is just gorgeous.
I would have done Green Arrow.
That cover.
With the wolf head on with the Indian. Like, this is the first one that popped in my head. So I'm like...
Earlier this issue, how I said Grell himself is also underrated.
Really?
That's one of the covers I would show.
Yeah.
To, prove the point. Prove that point.
He is underrated, and his art is just so beautiful. So, yeah. He would have done this one, and I would have done that one. And those were the
that's
picks.
A pretty good matchup right there.
Yeah.
On those picks.
It is. There's so many good ones.
If we were going against each other on that one.
And then there was one other honorable mention. It would have been an Ant-Man book that they would have done for Neon cover. But there was a pass.
For Neon cover?
No, actually there wasn't a pass. It just didn't get picked from the randomizer. Yeah, it was like Neon color cover. Remember the Ant-Man where it was like total 80s?
Oh, yeah. It was that Super Miami Vice.
Your memory is just as bad as mine is. And
that cover was dope.
And now you understand why it seems like I never listen, but I just really forget.
I know. We're both just way too damn squirrel.
I try to listen, but he's the better listener than me, guys.
I'm like seeing like spots and stuff. That light, I think, it needs to be pointed up a little bit more. I've been staring in that light too much.
What are you doing looking straight at the light? You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, I'm a dumbass.
No, you're my smart ass. I love you.
I can't even read the chat right now.
Yes, we know you have a great books. Kung Fu showing off.
I think Calvin Strange showed up, I think. Oh, yeah. What's going on, Count?
Hey, yeah. Thanks for joining us. I would have used Marvel Wolfman signed book. Oh, that would have won.
Ooh, yeah.
That would have knocked it out of the park.
Oh, I did want to mention this in our first ComicGories recap.
Yes.
It was J Hood, right?
Yes.
He goes down. He's Hall of Fame status. The ComicGory was 9.8, right?
Oh, yeah. This was from a different episode.
Well, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, this is a totally different episode, but this has to be mentioned.
This was the 9.8 ComicGory. Comic Head 84 had a slab 9.8. I don't remember exactly what slab it was.
I don't remember.
But it was a 9.8 white pages. And J Hood had gotten Saga.
A raw
Saga.
Was it Saga 1?
Yeah.
It was number 1.
It was number 1 that he didn't get the chance to send out yet. And it was hilarious to watch that debate because J Hood wasn't even slabbed, and that's where it came into play that 9.8 is really just a grade. And so I loved how J Hood sold it. He was like showing the book all close up to the camera with each corner, like you see it's in good condition. There's no ticks on the spine. There's this page is good, and
page by page.
Yeah,
he has to be a lawyer or something. Like that was just
right.
Yeah, that was just epic.
It really was. It was a great battle. He talked it off good,
and he won it too, right?
Yeah.
And he won that round too.
That was one he had won, and it was yeah.
I don't think that'll happen again.
You never know.
Well,
you don't know what to expect on ComicGories.
Yeah,
especially
when precedent has been established like that. So.
I love that about ComicGories, on how it's like, okay, if it's not the book you thought it was when you grabbed it, but you already grabbed it, so you just have to go with it. And it's like, it depends on the selling.
Yeah,
that's what I love about it too, because it's so quick draw that you're not necessarily gonna get the best book in your collection, or because it's happened before with
it can just slip your mind.
No, it happened before with Bear Island Comics, where he did a signed book of Darrell Jones, but then notice he also had a different book that was recently signed that was like a Poison Ivy, and that one would have been gorgeous to do too.
I remember that one. So, and that's what I'm saying. It could just slip your mind, like what you actually have.
It really can, and it's
because like we've heard before, like 30 seconds goes by fast. And like you were saying, that's just, I mean, there's so many reasons, or so many different aspects of ComicGories that makes it what it is.
I love it.
You were saying, like the trash talk. I love the how entertaining that gives the
it gets, and
the banner between everybody, and then how you sell your choice, and
all is fair in love and war.
Right,
that's what it is. But so it's because they don't do it necessarily every week. It's kind of every other week. So I wanted to give an honorable mention to Matt's brilliant idea of this show, and how so many people are captivated by it, and so many people are into watching. It's like it's fun. It's great. It's so awesome. And so the next show will be April 13th. 9:30 Eastern. I don't know what that is the other time zones, because I'm really bad with time zones.
It was like 6:30 Pacific, I think.
Yeah, and it's gonna have J-Hud Creative. I gotta see this one because it's gonna have TJ Slabdragon is gonna be on it, and I can only imagine the books that he's gonna pull. We got it.
Honestly,
gotta watch that one.
This card sounds like it's the WrestleMania of ComicGories.
And that's what's also interesting about DS being on there is it's like it's been said his whole collection is like 2 boxes by his desk.
Oh yeah.
So I'm highly anticipating this show. It's gonna be good. I need a 2-hour minimum per category, right? I know, because like when we were sitting there trying to think of some of them, we're like, okay, wait, we can't look through the collection because let's just think of the first one right off the head instead of like going through the whole collection and what the best one out of the collection would be. We restricted each other to where it's like, okay, here's the ComicGory. Think of what it was, like think of which one it can be.
And honestly, you know our collection so much better than I do right now.
No, but well, kind of.
Because of everything you did with the app, for sure.
Because of the Catwoman, yeah. But some of them we would have chose the same book.
Honestly, like I said, I have a feeling that's going to happen a lot. Yeah. I'm sure. 9:30
Eastern, 8:30 Central, and 7:30 Mountain, 6:30 Pacific. Oh, yeah, see, so I'll get off work at 7 that day. So I'll be able to make it. I won't even have to eat out, even though I might. But you totally need to watch the show and tune in. It is a great show. Like you were saying, I love the trash talk. I love the talking up because it's just like, I think even Comic Head 84, it's not slabbed. It's you don't know that's a 9.8. It's great banter, and it's a great show to watch. If you haven't seen it, you totally need to watch it.
Well, and it was funny. I even kind of, I don't know, maybe only half jokingly said like I could see other type of like game shows and stuff coming out of this, and
I got my own notebook for it. I did the research and worked on it.
To think if there was like
ComicGories. Are you ready for ComicGories?
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have to. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. I'm super stoked.
But no, like what I was saying, I kind of, like half jokingly said something, like if there was what's that word?
I don't remember. I have a worse memory than you.
Oh my god, I can't believe this is just like right off my head right now.
I don't know what you're trying
but like
to say.
when you ask questions,
Question.
Holy cow, how is my mind just so blank right now? Oh,
I don't know, I lost it.
Oh my god.
See? That would be great. I like that idea, Barbarian. Ooh, me and Girl could do ComicGories.
Actually, yeah, the Hunters.
I love watching your guys' show too. Your guys' show is great. The Hunters is really good. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but yeah, just like
See, it happens to Matt all the time too. It's on the tip of your tongue.
But this is just like.
And you're gonna remember as soon as we go off air.
I know, but like a game show, but it's like
Market Suite?
No, remember I was telling you earlier if it was named Who's the Biggest Nerd Anyway or whatever?
That's what it was, yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, what's that? Oh my god. Not quiz.
Who's the biggest nerd anyways? Whose line is it anyways?
Well, yeah, it's a play on words of.
I think I'm lost.
Yeah,
I think that one derailed. I can't pick it up. It's too far gone. I tried.
I'm at a loss for words even that I can't even
Trivia.
think of it right. Trivia, yes, God, oh my heck. I've never. Oh my gosh.
Oh, see, how are we still alive, guys? I don't know how we're in our 30s.
I can't even explain that. Like, my mind was literally like so blank. Like, I couldn't even think of trivia.
Trivia.
Yeah, and
I didn't know what you were trying to say.
And it's like, like two people, 1 versus 1 or something.
Who's smarter than a 5th grader?
Yeah, kind of like that. Like, who's the biggest nerd?
Like, who's the biggest nerd anyway? But
it's just like nerd trivia.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You got A, B, which is, Swamp Ninja Comics on Instagram.
She would be like the host of that, yeah.
Yeah, she would be like the host of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, only with just comic book questions.
Yeah.
Because if you're following Swamp Ninja on Instagram, or if you're not, you totally should.
Mm-hmm.
She has a great collection, very knowledgeable of all of her stuff, and on her stories is majority nothing but quizzes.
Daily, right? Like
Daily quizzes, and they're so fun to do. And I get a lot of them wrong because I read it too fast, and then I think she put
some gnarly trick questions in there the other day.
There is a few trick questions that she puts in there as well, where it's like you think it would be this one, but then you select it and you reread the question and you're like, by like a slight word.
And it's funny because it was pertaining to the Catwoman Silver Age book.
Yeah, exactly.
That Kavi sent you.
Yep.
Yeah, that one, that was a trip.
Aw, will you?
Yeah, Kurt
we just had a wedding.
Yeah, she was awesome. What?
Look at that. Barbarian had just a girl with a wedding ring. I said, will you?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so great. We got a fish. You did
it. Yeah, that's it.
That is so awesome. Oh god, I love you guys. It's great.
That turns the Hunters into an entirely different show now.
I love the Hunters. You guys are.
Yeah, that's Mondays, right? Monday nights.
Yes, Monday nights. Usually, I think it's
a little bit late. It's a little bit later, right? Because I think we watch it
7 or 8. I always have the alerts on. But yeah, Swamp Ninja. She always has so many quizzes. Some of them, the way she words them is like a trick question, but it's really fun to kind of just see what quizzes she has on knowledge, and it's just she's fun to follow.
Yeah. Kirk said, yeah, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm. She's so smart with all her she's got a good collection.
Yeah, she does.
Aww. We were a witness to the Hunters.
History in the making. The first comic community wedding.
August will be 3 years for us.
I know that. Oh my heck.
Like, I don't know where the time goes. It feels like yesterday was a year ago, but at the same time, it's like, what? Like, how am I not sick of you yet? I love that I'm not.
There's a lot of people probably wondering that.
Yeah. I sometimes wonder how you put up with me some days, but I mean, we've been through so much the past 7 years, and we're still as strong as ever. I love it. Unless I'm bored and my sweetie wants to start early. That's true, because there was one. You guys were lucky that I had gotten off early that day, because I was on my last break around 5, and I had done like EDOC to where I got off earlier. And Garrett even made a comment. He's like, "Gotta be careful if Yusha's gonna be upset that we're going live earlier than she's expecting." And I'm like, "Oh, consideration." I think
we had just jumped in. I don't think you'd even typed in chat yet.
Yeah.
But and then we heard him. Yeah, he was saying that.
That's when work was slow.
What was it? Monday nights at 11 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, because that's like 9 here.
I love seeing all the books that Barbarian finds.
Yeah, he must have some good-ass LCSs out there or something, because, he's got some good hunting spots or something.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's going to bid the adieu. We're still working on this segment, but it was really fun to do the recap, because it's a great show. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, so we haven't really talked about it, like how often we'll do it, like if we do it.
Well, I think
following.
I think it'll be the following one after one they do, because I think it's every other week, so it's not necessarily every week, but we'll be sure to try and tune in for the live one, pick our books, have the notes and everything, and then it'll be like a recap from the one previous.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm sure we'll kind of switch up, like.
It was really fun doing this, Matt. Though it's fun to be a part of and participate, and it's like, this is a way that we can do so, because I find myself, whenever I watch ComicGories, they're like, okay, now go. I always think of my own, of our own collection, and I'm like, oh, what book would I have done? What book would I have done? And then the contestants show their books, and I'm like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And I'm willing to bet everybody watches the show.
There was one that Comic Head 84, Painful Cover. Painful Cover was the ComicGory.
Oh.
And both books weren't really all that painful looking covers. So it was really hard to pick one, because it just really wasn't, like, they both weren't really quite painful.
Yeah.
And the Comic Head 84 had done an Electro book where it didn't.
Oh, it was the splits, huh?
Yeah, it was the splits. It was a interesting position for her to be in, not necessarily
I hadn't even seen
painful
that book before.
But after the fact, he realized the one book he had that he could have done was Batman Bane breaking the back of Batman.
Yeah.
And it was like, that one would have knocked it out of the park.
That's like the epitome. That's like
See, so there's the ones that you miss where it's like you don't think it's you don't think of it in enough time, and then after the fact it just comes to.
And Matt and John was even saying this on one of the episodes too of ComicGories. Like, you don't have to have the gnarliest collection.
Yeah, you just
like
it could be any ComicGory.
Maybe the guy that does honestly have a better collection, maybe he's having an off day. He's not thinking. He can't think of what books. Like I obviously couldn't even come up with the word trivia a few minutes ago.
That's why it's hard, because you can't necessarily do like a specific character, because it's not guaranteed that there's big characters like Batman, Superman, and things like that. But I mean, if you were to just do like one character related ComicGory, it'd be harder to do world over. But no, there's just so many different ones, because there's like sketch covers, signature books, Pieta.
And they're
orange
not
covers and
I think kind of to the point you were making, they're not
the 30 seconds changes everything for sure.
It really does, yeah. And to the point I think that you were making is the ComicGories aren't really general like that, like just Batman cover. It's normally deeper than that.
It is. I gotta agree with Barbarian here. Use any Liefeld cover and win Painful cover every time.
Yeah. It pains me to look at any of them.
I agree with you because we have an X-Force book that it's Cable and he's holding the gun.
Don't get me started.
But he has 2 right hands. His left hand is a right hand and it's backwards and it's like it throws my OCD wild. I'm like, it's
honestly, anytime he comes up, I just get in a bad mood after. Like, for as big of a Deadpool fan as I am.
Oh yeah, see, that would be a painful one too. Torn cover. See, like that would be like.
Oh, so yeah, like a book that's like thrashed, like the cover's like torn.
Yeah, that would be a good one too. I love it. So great.
Yeah, because think of how many different types of covers a torn cover or a pain cover, like painful,
Well, it's like
could
you
pertain to.
You have that Wolverine one that Barbarian sent you another copy of because it's missing a patch that you didn't notice when you got it.
Yeah, the original one that I bought. Yeah, it had that. Got a big chunk, like a big old swatch of the color ripped out right there,
but yeah, so
and too many abs.
Too many abs.
And good God, the feet.
Right?
Oh, he's a clown.
My personal opinion.
Yeah, that's just my opinion, but
it's
pretty
everybody
evident.
sees stuff differently though, but it's
I'm telling horse.
You scared me. I totally thought you were gonna say spider for a second.
Oh, I wish.
I thought there was like, are you okay? It's okay.
I hate
Breathe
those like my toes started like curling up. Like,
just go breathe through it. It's okay. You can get through it.
I hate those.
Oh my God. That's what I'm always telling him to breathe. It's just it's great.
Oh yeah, I did mention ComicGories for couples matchup, the couple cover, huh?
Yes,
yeah.
Couple cover would be good. There's so many good ones.
Hey, Super Russ. Russ made it back. Well, yeah, we've only been going an hour and a half. For some reason,
it's only
feels a lot longer than that.
A little, well, because we usually end at about an hour.
Yeah, usually the longest we go is about an hour and a half, but it's usually an hour, maybe a few minutes, 5-10 minutes over. But that does it this week, really. We haven't done like any news or really anything because, like, God, who knows?
There hasn't really
there
been
hasn't
too much.
been anything.
We've been staying home for the most part, quarantine. But I mean, like we went to the comic book store to still support them, and but we've just been watching Lucifer and reading, and not really doing too much.
Yeah, show wise,
eat a banana. Banana does help.
Yeah,
bananas do help.
It's like potassium. And
I think it was also pickle juice. Dino used to always do that. Sometimes when he'd get like a cramp, he would ask for pickle juice.
I've heard that.
But I can't really stand pickle juice all that much.
I know, I can't either.
I'm not a big pickle person.
Well, and the thing with the banana is what sucks is, like, I used to love bananas and fruit and all that, but
I love bananas.
I don't know, like 10 years ago, somehow developed like fruit allergies or something, and I can't have like grapes which sucks because growing up I loved that stuff. And now, like, I have one damn grape, and I can like feel like itching, and it's like I kind of swell up, and
because sometimes I want to buy like crushed pineapple just to eat the pineapple out of the thing, and he can't have pineapples no more. So
I loved pineapple. That was like my favorite. That was my favorite one. Yeah.
Andy from England.
Yo, Andy.
Thanks for joining us. It's crap.
Oh, Grayman said I watched Lucifer this week.
We're still on the first season.
Yeah, we're actually just diving into it.
Which is funny because my mom's been like, every time I go over there on Sunday, she's like, "Did you watch it? Did you watch it?" I'm like, "Oh no, I missed it." But
she was definitely a big proponent of us finally getting into it.
She's the one that got us to watch Sense8, which was really good.
Sense8 was so good.
Sense8 was really good. She still tells us we need to watch the Umbrella Academy. My mom's a huge nerd. She grew up with her Spider-Man books, and she loves Spider-Man and the Marvel universe, and
hell, a lot of times
she's totally caught up on the Supergirl, Flash.
Yeah, she's better
Arrow,
than we are.
Batgirl. Yeah, she follows all of them.
Yeah,
she yeah.
I mean, honestly, when we go there and talk to her, I get a lot of my news from her. Like,
right? That too.
I mean, she even watches a lot of YouTube and stuff too, like news and stuff.
Because I used to always watch Xena and Superman growing up, and like she raised a nerd.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah, spinach and beets are high in potassium and good for cramps. I don't like either of that. You like spinach though, don't you?
Spinach and cheese enchiladas that my mom makes are delicious.
Yeah. Okay, that was good. Yeah.
See, so my mom makes these spinach and cheese enchiladas, and they are so bomb that when we were little kids, we went to the grocery store with my mom, and my brother was like, "Mom, get spinach, buy spinach, buy spinach." And this other lady there, because I mean, this was like 20 years ago, like when we were young, little, and the lady that was shopping, that just, bystander, you're at the grocery store. She's like, "Wait, your son is asking you to buy spinach?" Like, what? Because my brother at the time was only like at least maybe not even a teenager. And it was because she makes these spinach and cheese enchiladas that are just so good. You can't even really tell the spinach. You wouldn't think that it's spinach. It's just so good.
Yeah, you don't hear that from like a 12, 13-year-old or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like ever.
Kiwis have more potassium than bananas, I've heard. Kiwis are good too.
Mm.
Kiwis are really good.
Yeah, I just like that too.
Speaking of food, I need to eat. I'm starving.
I know. I need a drink too, and I need to go to the bathroom. And so that's it.
So we're gonna wrap up. I fasted yesterday from that, so I'm gonna go scarf down soon.
Yeah, now we're gonna gore ourselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make some food and probably watch more Lucifer
later. I want to read. Well, when we eat, we'll watch Lucifer, and then we'll read, and then we'll probably go back to Lucifer. Hopefully, start Umbrella Academy soon, though, because
hopefully
I do want to start that.
Hopefully,
because Umbrella Academy actually kind of has some, honestly, a
big part.
It's a big reason why we're sitting here right now.
Where we got back into comics, because we went up to my grandparents with hanging out with my sister and my brother-in-law,
like 2.5 years ago.
And they had a Umbrella Academy trade that we were hanging out for a while, because I used to go up there like at least every other weekend. But he had started reading it, and that's what kind of sparked his whole.
Yeah, just sitting up there hanging out with him. I read the first half, and when we left their house, they live pretty close to Dr. Volt's, the LCS we still go to, our main LCS we still go to this day.
So it was when we went there for the first time, because he's like, "Oh, let's go to the comic book store." It's like, "Oh, I know just the place," because I had already been to Volt's, and it was like the very first time we went to the comic book store. We had only gotten like what, $3
Yeah, because we didn't really have like any money on us or anything, so we just got a couple quarter bucks. But then we went back like a couple days later, and we both had some pretty big hauls.
Anywho, thank you all for tuning and staying in. I'm starving. I'm gonna go eat food. Thank you for hanging out, and you guys are all just so awesome.
Sam. Hey, bro.
Hey, good to see you.
Yeah. So thank you so much for what?
Sam and I are twinners.
How?
We got the Batman facsimile book.
Well, the facsimile one.
First appearance of Poison Ivy that I posted.
Oh yeah.
He has that same one.
Such a good one.
So we're twinners. But yeah, we're just wrapping up. So thank you again for tuning in.
Actually, I have to mention this because we were talking about it earlier and how I'm writing the blog, and I even had to mention Sam in it because I found out about the storybooks of Doom from Sam, from a video he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sam's the original OG. He goes back further than any of us.
Yeah, he's been doing YouTube for a long time.
But yeah, I want to thank you guys.
Yeah, we love y'all. Stay safe.
We will see you next week. Take care, live long and prosper.
May all your issues come true.
Be kind to one another. Forever, for always. Just be kind to one another.
Yes.
Bye.
I think I hit the right